From this office in Bamako, journalist Abdoulaye Guindo has seen false information inundate social media. News is being weaponized fast as the Sahel deals with coups and geopolitics. At one point, there was a temporary halt in the production and circulation of fake news. But with the new geopolitical stakes, notably the difficult situations between Mali and its former partners, and the probable arrival of Russian Wagner Group, there is a lot of fake news circulating today. Fake news has thrived on the turmoil. Videos and photos are altered to depict non-existent events. One recent fake video appeared to show rioters ransacking Burkina Faso's embassy in Mali, which was portrayed as a reaction to Ouagadougou's support for sanctions against the country. This video circulated on WhatsApp groups in Mali, Malian Facebook pages, showing demonstrators in Burkina supporting the sanctions imposed by ECOWAS. It's a video from 2014, and it's a demonstration that actually happened in Burkina, but it was against former President Blaise Compaoré. So these videos have nothing to do with demonstrations taking place in January 2022. In the Sahel, two wars are raging, one against militant insurgents, the other is an information war. The region is at the center of a geopolitical contest between Russia and former colonial ruler France. On social media, accounts thought to be affiliated to the two powers have proliferated in recent months, disseminating propaganda and disinformation. Now the authors of fake news are so sophisticated that if you don't know anything about it, you're going to really think it's authentic. Facebook is the platform used most to circulate false information. In 2020, the company said it had removed Russian and French accounts it accused of disseminating fake news in West Africa. It is especially the users of social networks, such as Facebook, where an opinion is forged on the basis of information that's very often inconsistent with reality, or often consists of distorting the facts to give a certain angle. The second aspect, which is much more insidious and dangerous, is the dissemination of this information today via networks such as WhatsApp, which has a high penetration among rural populations who have a low capacity to verify information. This is very dangerous because we could end up in a regrettable situation where people are taken to task, where people are lynched on the basis of information that's simply not true. Anti-French sentiment remains high in the Sahel, where citizens protest what they call Paris's stranglehold on their countries.
Mohamed Touré came off the bench to score the winner with just 5 minutes remaining as Adelaide United upset Melbourne City 2-1 in the A-League in Melbourne, Australia on Tuesday. Earlier, the season's top scorer so far, Jimmy McLaren, put the host ahead with an opportunistic strike in the 11th minute. Adelaide leveled the scores when defender Javier Lopez sent a speculative shot from the edge of the area and was delighted to see the ball find the back of the net for only his second goal of the season. Substitute Mohamed Touré, born in Guinea but now a naturalized Australian, then struck the winner in the 85th minute when he pounced on a loose back pass to squeeze the ball past City custodian Tom Glover. While Melbourne City continue in the second spot, the win helps Adelaide jump to the third spot with 18 points, only a point behind City.
American fashion designer LaQuan Smith opened his New York Fashion Week show with a dedication to his late mentor, Andre Leon Talley, who passed away last month, and a minute of silence. Held in one of the city's oldest private clubs, the new collection brought sparkle and color to the classic marble and wood-paneled interior.
I played with a lot of shapes, I played with a lot of texture. There's a lot of leather, a lot of shearlings, a lot of electrifying beadwork and paillettes. This collection is really just super provocative and very glamorous and very sexy.
The designer has built a reputation among New York's A-list celebrities and has already dressed other artists such as Beyoncé, Rihanna, Lady Gaga and Kardashian West, to name a few. Opening the runway, LaQuan Smith chose Julia Fox, former partner of Ye, artist formerly known as Kanye West.
I love LaQuan. He is so innovative, so creative, and I'm just so excited to see what he's going to bring this season on the runway. He literally shuts it down every time.
He's just magnificent. He's so fresh and exciting and makes a woman feel spectacular. So I'm really happy to be here tonight.
Kenyan lawyer Paul Gisheru sat before the International Criminal Court at The Hague to face accusations of bribing and interfering with witnesses in a case related to post-electoral violence in eastern Kenya in 2007 and 2008.
Madam President, for the record, I plead not guilty.
Your Honor, the investigation and prosecution of William Samoei Ruto and Joshua Arap Sang was beset from the outset with witness interference and intimidation problems, which continued up to and throughout the trial. The evidence gathered in the investigation will show that the accused managed and coordinated a scheme to identify, locate, and corruptly influence actual and potential prosecution witnesses. This was done through a combination of bribery and intimidation. The actions of the accused and his associates led directly to the withdrawal and recanting of no less than 4 vital prosecution witnesses in the Ruto and Sang case.
The disputed 2007 elections in Kenya fueled tribal violence involving bows, arrows and machetes that killed 1,100 people. A week after the first reports of adulterated fuel, Nigeria's national oil company and NPC is still trying to remove the contaminated product from petrol stations across the country. The company accused 4 traders of importing a large quantity of adulterated fuel that several motorists blame for damaging their vehicles. The shortage of fuel has created chaos in Nigeria's main cities, Abuja and Lagos, with queues of cars outside petrol stations stretching for hundreds of meters. The lack of fuel has also led to an increase in the price of public transport in several cities. Nigeria is Africa's largest oil producer, but despite all the oil it extracts, most of the fuel used has to be imported. The country's 4 oil refineries are either not operating or operating below capacity.